Hello everyone. So we are going to see how we can actually solve some linear equations. Okay, for example, if you have something like this which says x plus 5 is equal to 11. Now what do I really mean when we say that how to solve an equation? Basically, to find the value of the variable is to solve the equation. Here, which one is a variable? X is a variable. Variable is any unknown value that you can see in an equation. Okay. So in order to find out a value of x which satisfies this equation is to solve an equation. Now what do I mean by satisfying the equation? So whatever x value you get, it has to fit such that left hand side of equal to sign becomes the right hand side of the equal to sign. Okay. Now in order to use this particular inverse operations method, there are certain rules that you need to know. So the rules are such that whatever operation you perform, be it addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, you have to perform it on both the sides of the equal to sign, right? If you do it on only one side, then it's not going to hold any value. So for example, let's pick a random number 3. Okay, so I do x plus 5 and I'm adding this 3. So plus 3 is equal to 11 plus 3. Okay, this means that I have not made any changes to my parent equation, which is this. Okay, why so? Because I have added plus 3 on the left hand side, I have added plus 3 on the right hand side, so it's going to just balance this out. Similarly, if I do subtraction, let's say x plus 5 minus 3, that also I am going to perform on both the sides, is equal to 11 minus 3. Okay, let's say I perform multiplication, x plus 5 multiplied by 3 is equal to 11 multiplied by 3. And similarly, if I perform division, then that also has to be on both the sides. Okay, only then this method works, because imagine that you just added plus 3 on the left hand side and not on the right hand side. Okay, it means that you have basically changed the whole parent equation. Okay, so that we cannot do. So be it addition, subtraction, multiplication or division, with whichever number, here number 3 is a random number, but with whichever number you have to do it on both the sides. Okay, now this was the random number, but in order to solve this particular equation, let's see what number actually we have to use. Okay, now in order to solve any equation, first thing you have to do is to separate the variable. Okay, our variable is x. We need to separate this variable such that there is only the variable on the left hand side of the equal to sign. Okay, now in order to do that, we need to get rid of all the extra numbers. So look at this extra number, which is plus 5. Okay, x is getting added to 5. Now in order to isolate x on the left hand side, I need to get rid of 5. Now imagine, how do I get rid of 5? Just by using this method. So what if I subtract this left hand side with 5? Okay, so x plus 5 minus 5. So 5 minus 5 becomes 0. That way I got rid of number 5, and now I only have x on the left hand side, but I cannot do it only on one side. So I'm going to perform the same operation on the right hand side as well. Okay, that's how inverse operations work. Now let's solve this. So 5 minus 5 is 0. So here is x is equal to 11 minus 5, which is 6. It means that my x value that satisfies this equation is 6. You can also verify your answer by putting this value into this particular equation. Okay, let's do that. So my left hand side is x plus 5. Let's replace x with 6. 6 plus 5 is equal to 11, which is my right hand side. It means that this particular x value satisfies my parent equation. That's why x is my variable that I have found. Let's look into another example, a little bit more complex. Okay, so let's say we have something like 5x plus 9 is equal to 19. Okay, now we need to find out the value of x which satisfies this particular equation. Now in order to do that, let's just shift our focus over here. I need to isolate my x. Okay, so there should be such form eventually, step by step, where I am only left with x on the left hand side. Okay, now tell me, what do I need to get rid of first? Okay, so I see this 9 over here. It is pretty much easier to get rid of 9 here. Okay, so let's see how we can do it. So 5x plus 9. Now in order to get rid of 9, look at this sign. It is plus. It means that I have to subtract. So we are doing opposite. That's why inverse operation. Okay, if it is being added to the actual equation, you will subtract it. Okay, so always focus on here. Plus 9, so you will do minus 9 is equal to 19 minus 9. Okay, why? Because we are performing the operation on both the sides. Only then it will make sense. Now this plus 9 minus 9 becomes 0. So 5x is equal to 19 minus 9 becomes 10. Okay, now again shift your focus here. X. I need to isolate x. Now which number is associated with x right now? Number 5. What is the relation between 5 and x? They are in multiplication, okay, 5 multiplied by x. Now in order to get rid of 5, I have to do something with 5 itself, okay. Whatever number you need to get rid of, you have to perform the operation with that number only, okay. But which operation is the question? So here it is into multiplication, the inverse of multiplication becomes division, okay. So we divide with number 5. Why not any number, random number, but only number 5? Because we need to get rid of number 5 only, okay. Whichever number you need to get rid of, you have to perform the inverse operation with that number only. And remember, we are doing it on both the sides. So we are left with this 5 gets cancelled, x is equal to 2, okay. This is what we get as our answer. Let's also try to check this one. So let's put the values into left hand side. 5, let's replace the value, plug in the value of x into 5 multiplied by 2 plus 9, okay. 5 multiplied by 2, 10 plus 9 is equal to 19, which is my right hand side, okay. So this is how you make x as a subject. You isolate it and you find out the value. Thank you so much for watching.